are facing charges from 5 different offense states that are being taken as consideration and part of this plea. You have cases of harboring a runaway child, a criminal trespass, a felony burglary of habitation, a terroristic threat, an unlawful carry of a weapon, an evading arrest or detention, and then finally this aggravated robbery on September 2nd of 2021, correct?
Yes.
And you picked up those cases.
2021 CR 10726, State of Texas versus Jasmine, Colorado. If I can have parties announced for the record.
Ryan Groomer for the state.
Jim Oldersdorf for Jasmine, Colorado.
And are you Jasmine, Colorado?
Yes, sir.
All right, and where we left off with the testimony, I believe her mother was testifying.
We had concluded that. I just talked to the mother who's present, and she verified that I think we had concluded her testimony. And as I recall, I was talking to the court with regard to the next witness, which was going to be Jasmine.
No, we had not concluded the mother's testimony. I want to say, if I'm correct.
I don't think we did.
No, I want to say about 10 minutes of that.
Oh,
We
okay.
couldn't understand anything.
May I
Yes.
bring her back up? Ms. Arnold, please.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to need you to speak up for me, please.
Yes.
All right, and defense counsel, how far you had proceeded with her is we got her basic information, and you were asking the question about where your client would be living.
Thank you. Well, Ms. Arnold, you and I met in the hall. We thought it was all done with you, but our memory is not as good as the judges. So with regard to Jasmine, in the PSI, it talks about where Jasmine might live, but can you tell us about that?
Yeah, she'll live with me. She was there with me before, and she'll still continue to live with me.
Okay. Who's in the home besides yourself? Just nobody on probation or parole or anything like that? Was Jasmine working?
Yes, she was working.
What was she doing when she was arrested?
She was working at Boost.
At Boost?
Boost Mobile.
Oh, Boost Mobile, okay. You remember how long she'd been there when she was arrested? Just a rough idea is fine.
3 months.
3 months? Okay.
She's still in school.
Well, she was still in school.
She's still in school for.
Okay. She was working at Boost. She was still in school also, so that was a job, and then she had school as well. What grade was she in?
She went back in 11th.
11? Where at?
They were doing online.
Yeah, speak up just a little.
They were doing online.
Okay. But it was through.
She's from Northeast Independent School District.
Okay, through Northeast Independent School District online. Okay. And working at Boost. What was her job at Boost?
She would customer service.
Okay.
She'd tell you about the phones and
What was that? Was this before COVID? Was this? Or? No, COVID already started. Was this from home, remotely, in other words, or was this at a?
The job was at Boost, and then
Actually,
and the online was on her tablet.
okay. On the tablet. You remember how much you made, just roughly? That's okay.
It was like $12.
Okay, $12 an hour.
And she did a lot of training in different stores. They had I know different stores. She's really good.
Okay, so she would go to the different, I guess, branch stores that are around town, but it was online, I guess.
No, Boost was at the store, and the school was online for her education.
Oh, so she would actually go to the stores, put the mask on, they were still open? Okay, gotcha. Do you think that in the length of time Jasmine's been in jail, which is pretty long, maybe you can help me out on that, how long has that been since she's been in jail?
8 months.
8-9 months? Have you seen any changes in her approach to life?
Oh yes.
In what way?
She's always telling me what she wants to do, and she's always telling me she does me, and she's sorry.
So you think being in jail maybe made her a little more serious?
Yes. Definitely. She's been real patient, and she doesn't complain at all about where she's at. Yeah.
Well, you Okay, are you disabled? What's your status? I see.
I have arthritis in my both knees.
Okay. You receive disability?
No, I was waiting, I was almost on 3 years and I get denied twice, so,
Okay. Would Jasmine be helping you around the house?
yeah.
Because it looks like it might be trouble with stoop and bend and things like that, right?
Need the surgery, so I'm just waiting for her.
Both knees or just one?
Both, but one at a time, yeah.
Well, okay.
Yes, both.
Okay, thank you. The gentleman to your left over there is, he may have some questions for you.
Just briefly, you said Jasmine lived with you before this incident occurred, right? So did Jasmine live with you while all the crimes that she is currently facing happened?
Yes.
That's it, Judge. No further questions. Thank you.
All right, thank you for
Thank you,
coming.
Ms. Thank you for coming out and coming down here today.
A
Appreciate it.
defense call your next witness.
That'd be Jasmine, Judge.
All right. Ms. Colorado, if you can raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes, ma'am. All right, show me your hand. Defense?
Jasmine, how do you feel about the idea, not the idea, but I mean, it's a commitment. It's not just an idea, about being on probation. Do you know what it would involve? Tell the judge what you think it means to be on probation as opposed to in TC.
Always reporting, doing drug tests twice a week. I already have my job, like my manager, she had talked to my manager. He said that he's, right when I come out, he's willing to hire me again. So I already have my job status. I do want to finish my high school. I want to apply for college, also be successful on probation too. I can report, I can do everything that y'all assigned me to this probation. And my mom also wants to do her surgery, so I just want to be there for her to help her.
She may be having some rehab or something, it sounds like, right? Some type of rehab, that's what you're talking about, assisting with, for going through that, right? She'd be essentially laid up, it sounds like, right?
And yes,
Have you had a chance to look at the pre-sentence investigation that I'm pulling out of my pocket? And is there anything in here that the judge needs to be made aware of that's incorrect and needs to be changed? Does everything appear to be correct to you?
yes.
Okay, including the narrative? You take responsibility for your actions in this mess? Okay. You have no record, it looks like, right? Am I correct on that?
Yes, sir.
No juvenile, no. We have several cases here, but you stayed out of trouble, but then now you're all at one time, you got a bunch of stuff, right?
And like she said, I've been waiting patiently on my time like I'm supposed to.
How long have you been in jail then?
9 months.
Does that give you an impression of, gee, this is the way I want to spend my life, or in and out of here? Or?
No. I really don't want to get prison time. Like, I feel like, and I really don't want to get like prison time, because I feel like the years I would have to do prison time, I can already get my life together doing this probation successfully. I can do 100% all the way through this. I know I can.
Looks like a bunch of this is you involved with a bunch of other people, right? When you read the PSI, that's what you read, right? Okay. Well, what is, have you continued your relationship in jail with these folks? Do they come and see you or write you? You kind of see where I'm going with this, that looks like a lot of what's going on here. When you read the PSI, you see all this, right? Do you have any feelings about the victim in this case?
Yes, and if he was here, I was going to ask you that I haven't fully been able to forgive myself until I wanted to ask him for his forgiveness. I wanted to turn around and tell him if he forgives me for this.
He was forgiven? You see how it affected him? You remember that? How did it?
He affected him a lot, and I really apologize for that. I wouldn't want anybody to feel like that. And then I felt good too, because he said, how would it feel to him if I was on probation, and he wanted to leave that to y'all as a thing. He wasn't like no or yes.
So he wasn't asking that you be sent away. Is that what you're saying? That's what you're saying. The gentleman to your left over here has the right to ask you some questions from the GA's office.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Colorado, you said that you hope that the victim is able to forgive you, correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember during the PSI process when someone came and talked to you about the case in which we're talking about where he's the victim? Okay. In that report I have here, it states that that essentially y'all got dropped off at the wrong place and the victim came up to you guys and kept bugging y'all. I pulled the knife out because he was threatening us that he was going to call someone to pull up on us. So I took his phone and we took off. He was with someone else and called the cops on us. I was arrested that same day. So whose fault was it? Was it his fault or was it your fault? Because you say that he kept bugging you.
Well, I did tell you it was like a threat, but it just didn't really tell us that. Like, I didn't hear you. It didn't really he wasn't I thought he was a threat, but because he did come up to us and ask us for some stuff and I took it the wrong way.
Okay.
That's why I said that on there.
But you understand, he says that y'all come up to him and pull out a knife and take his phone. So you understand that's what he says is the part of the story, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is it? Did he come up to you guys or did you guys come up to him or did you come up to him and pull a knife?
Yeah, I did come up.
Okay, so what you said here, whenever you told this document that you were gonna give the judge that he came up and kept bugging you, that's not true. It's not true. Or it is true, I'm sorry. What's true? What happened? Can you tell us what happened on the day that the case you're pleading to? Can you tell us how you came into contact with the victim?
Well, I had thought he was a threat at first, but then when I had approached him, he got kind of not defensive anymore. So then that's when that happened.
And then you took out a knife and then took his phone?
But I didn't intend to hurt him at all.
Ma'am, you understand right now you're facing charges from 5 different offense states that are being taken as consideration and part of this plea. You have cases of harboring a runaway child, a criminal trespass, a felony burglary of a habitation, a terroristic threat, an unlawful carry of a weapon, an evading arrest or detention, and then finally this aggravated robbery on September 2nd of 2021, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you picked up those cases in less than 18 months. I'll pass the witness, John.
Are there any follow-up questions?
Yes, thank you. With regard to the other offenses, was this the burglary, the harboring, was this one individual,
Yes, they were all my misdemeanor charges are from my ex.
your ex?
And her mother didn't like me a lot, so she would, with the harboring and runaway, she knew that she was at my house, but still decided to call the cops. They asked her if she wanted to press charges, and she said yes. And they didn't give me no reports or anything, so I didn't even know that was on my record. But her mom did know that she was at my house.
But let's address this. You have a burglary of a habitation force, and I'm asking you these questions because you gave up your right to remain silent when you entered the plea. That's from January 19, 2021. Were you with these same friends?
I know it was at my ex's house. I had busted the window.
Okay.
And my ex house starts to day permit, so I've done my lesson on that.
And now you have from September 2nd, 2021, aggravated robbery, and these are with these other people, correct?
It was my ex and my friend.
And then we have the harboring of a runaway from May 4th, 2020. Criminal trespass, private property, January 19th, 2021. Terroristic threat of family household, January 25th, 2021. Unlawfully carrying a weapon, July 16th, 2021. And evading arrest detention, September 2nd, 2021. I read the stipulations, and in the stipulations, the complainant was walking to school. You were with your friends. You pulled the knife on the complainant and took the complainant's phone. That's what's the stipulated evidence. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So, is there anything else from either side?
Nothing for this question.
Just a very follow-up. The cases that you heard the judge talk about, is this one romantic relationship or more than one romantic, or it sounds
It
like,
was just one night.
okay, so it's an ex-girlfriend, burglary, harboring, so that was another age individual, right?
It's 1 year.
Terrorist threats, same individual, romantically. Okay, what was the other one? Unlawful, but I don't think that would have anything to do with being in a romantic relationship, right? That's just a case. Okay. But I just wanted to make sure that the judge was aware that this is one relationship that all these cases with burglary and like, that's her house, right? She's breaking the window, right? Okay. That's all we have.
All right, one for the witnesses.
No, Your Honor.
All right, Miss Colorado. How old are you?
20 years old now.
All right, so when things happen to us when we're 20, 19, 15, sometimes we think it's the end of the world. But technically, it's not the end of the world because you still have more of your life ahead of you. The thing about situations is that bad things may happen to us, but you have to learn from those. And sometimes people cause bad things to happen to other people, and the people who are causing that have to learn from it. And part of learning from what we do is dealing with consequences. Too many times, people will do things, and there's no consequence for it. You understand? So this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 5 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. This will run concurrent with County Court Clause number 668752. Take in consideration 2022 CR 1566. County Court Clause number 660456, 654181, 665480, 665479, JN number 2004667-1. There should be restitution of $400 to Tyler, Tyler, Eccles, Eccоls, $200 restitution in cause number 2022 CR 1566 to Leticia Trevino. There should be no contact with Tyler Eccles, Leticia Trevino, and Ivana Ivana Trevino. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? I'm sorry? All right, because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand? If you have a question of what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to your attorney. All right, we can go off the record. Ms. Colorado, good luck to you. I hope you learn from this experience and make better decisions. You understand? And think of others. All right, everyone, we're going to go on the record. So if you're sitting behind the court reporter and you're in the box speaking to your client, I'm going to ask that you not speak behind the court reporter while you're in the box. Court is calling 2023 CR 6411, State of Texas versus Brian Edward Boatwright. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense?
The attorney of record is Joanne de Hoyos, Joseph Stateson covering, and Mr. Boatwright. Would you give this judge permission for you to do the plea in place of Mr. Hoyos?
Yes.
All right. And are you Brian Edward Boatwright?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. If at any time I'm speaking too low or you don't understand, just let us know. Counsel, have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Boatwright, I'm going to show you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Boatwright, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
I believe so.
Right. Did you understand you're charged with the offense of theft under $2,500 enhanced? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargaining agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, The fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes,
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
I did, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Boatwright, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor. No,
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
no, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, I am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes,
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 12 months in the state jail facility. There are no applications, and this is to run concurrent with night mag number 723414. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
I believe it's the punishment to be assessed at a cap of 12. We're going to you for cap of 12.
A cap of 12 months. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And state, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it in both places?
I believe so.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
State any evidence?
State Officer State Exhibit 1 and all attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
Mr. Boatwright, I'm showing you what's entitled Wavering Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
I believe so.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes,
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Can we proceed with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. State, what's his criminal history other than the theft cases?
So, Judge, there is criminal history I can handle. You look at the NCIC if you want.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right, anything else from the state other than that? All right, defense?
Your Honor, my client had accepted previously this same case. I went to state jail facility for 6 months, negotiating with the state. We got agreement to ask you to do a cap of 12, where you would decide 6 months to 12 months.
Mhm.
He knows that he had a 1244A in the past.
Yeah.
He's done 6 months. He's homeless. He phrases it as chronic homeless. He has no family here. He was staying at Haven for Hope before this happened. He got hungry. He had an altercation, not an incident where he left Haven for Hope. He didn't want to cause a scene. He didn't want to retaliate back. He left. Didn't have money. Got a hot dog at Walmart. And he was asking for 10 months. And we're asking something lower than 12.
All right. So why does he keep, I mean, I understand, I read the report and I understand it's you're stealing food. All right. And I'm sympathetic and empathetic to the fact that you're homeless and you're hungry. But I know in San Antonio, there are places where the food is free. It may not be what you want, but it's free. So I don't understand. And I looked at your criminal history. So your criminal history is extensive. And
it is extensive.
so why should I give him less than the year? That's what I'm trying to understand.
I would There was an incident that Haven for Hope happened shortly before this happened. He didn't want to pick up a new offense. I understand it's under $20 theft, but he didn't want to get into a fight. He pulled off, he walked away. There could have been a scene at Haven for Hope. He relies on Haven for Hope to stay there, but he would tell you that he did take the hot dog.
I had something.
Sure. You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
To be for an honest answer for.
No. What's your name?
Brian Edward Boatwright.
All right, so Mr. Boatwright, what did you wish to say?
I was just gonna say that, once I'm not in that shelter area, I have problems downtown. The people, the homeless society down there is a little different than it is outside of the downtown area, but I start drinking alcohol, and then the alcohol influences my thinking, and I end up doing what I did. I don't know if I can feel it worse or better, but that's basically what happens. And then I end up doing things like that, and it's it, and I try not to do that. I end up flying a sign because I have to stay at Haven long enough for DPS to give me my ID back. It's not the $20 for my state ID card. I lost my wallet a few years ago. I struggled with this, and I haven't been able to do any even day labor work through temp services because with a Haven ID, that's not good enough to register with them.
I'm sorry, sir, I need you to speak up or speak in the.
Oh, yes, ma'am. And I don't know why I'm saying all that, but I guess I'm not trying to justify it. I'm just trying to paint a picture of the situation to, I guess. And that's because it's not a very smart thing. And alcohol does tend to make me think how much smarter than I am at the moment. It makes my life seem more tolerable on the street, but it has a bad end every time. So.
And do you have any family living on the planet?
I have a brother, and I just don't really, we're not enemies, but I leave him alone because his wife's not comfortable around me. He's got a second wife, and I just kind of avoid him. I see him once in a while. And he had tried to help get it set up before for me to live at the Salvation Army on Nolan Street where I used to stay. With just my Haven ID at first, living upstairs where you pay by the month. And then I could get all my ID back and get my Social Security retirement started, which wouldn't be a lot, but it would cover living there. And I like that Salvation Army.
And what was your prior occupation, or what did you do?
Well, I've done a lot of labor work, but I used to work with petroleum attorneys and petroleum landmen and did title work for oil companies. And that was the main thing that I did, and what my brother does. He's in a more professional bracket. I was never very stable with anything I did in life, and I've had these recurring issues with alcohol for years.
So how are you planning on handling your alcohol issues? Because otherwise, look, whether I give you 12 months or 10 months, at some point in time, you're going to be out of custody.
Right, yes, ma'am.
And you're going to be back out in the free world.
I know.
So what are your plans?
I always have these plans, but it's not that I don't have plans, but I end up
No follow through?
become a chronic failure, and I think it's somewhere along the line I might have given up more than I thought I did. And
How old are you?
68, and I
All right.
thought when I went back to Haven for Hope, I was determined that I was going to stay no matter what, and there's a lot of angry people there, and I'm not a person who likes confrontation.
Are you originally from San Antonio?
No, ma'am, I'm from Midland, Odessa.
All right. So are you planning on going back to Midland or no?
What I really talked about doing was when the state jail term is up, they will give you a bus ticket anywhere within the state. I thought about going to El Paso and going over to making my way over to Tucson because I like Arizona. I like.
Well, here's the thing. Yes, they give you a bus ticket to anywhere, but if you're getting a bus ticket and you're going somewhere and there's no plan in place.
Well, they have a very good place, I've never been to it, but it's a shelter system like Haven for Hope in a sense. And, I would hope it might not have been as crowded as here. Just going somewhere different doesn't solve my problems, but it might be good. I don't know. When they have a place called Primavera Center, which is well known, like Haven for Hope, we're having a complete.
You know, there was a comedian, and I think he's since passed, but the first time I heard him, and my mom heard him, we thought he was hilarious because he was pretty deadpan. And he told this joke, and his joke was, no matter where you go, there you are. So it's wherever you go, your problems that you had before are still going to be there. You can't outrun problems.
Right.
All right. Any questions?
No, you're right.
No, you wouldn't.
All right, Mr. Boatwright, I'm going to sentence you to 10 months in the state jail facility. I'll give you credit for any time served. Take in consideration NIMAG number 7234414, and as previously stated, the court is finding you guilty. I can ask that you be placed in the therapeutic community while you're there. It doesn't increase your time. Your time is 10 months. Whether you're in therapeutic community or not, it's still going to be 10 months, but perhaps they can help you with your alcohol issues. Would you like me to recommend that?
Yes, Your Honor. That's fine. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it?
I believe I did. Thank you.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question of what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You're in your 60s.
Yeah.
You and I both, we are in the twilight of our lives. And as my mom says, Father Time is not great to anyone.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to start following through on whatever your plans are, because otherwise you may end up finding yourself in prison. Your counsel will tell you at a certain point in time with state jail felonies, they are enhanceable. And your minimum may end up being, well, your maximum may end up being 20 years.
Yes.
And I don't think you want to go to prison for stealing $19 worth of food for 20 years. I once had a client, and it's a matter of public record, so I can say it, who was on parole. And he was on parole for stealing what goes on the water hose, the little, I forget what you call it, but it's the little thing that connects it to the faucet. And that is 50 cents. And do you know what? He was on parole for life for 50 cents. So don't be that person. If you have a drug or alcohol problem, guess what? You can go to an NA meeting anywhere in the Texas, anywhere in the United States. And I guarantee you, if time when you get out, if you step foot in the free world and you find an AA meeting or an NA meeting, there are people probably in that group who can probably tell you, oh, I used to be where you were. This is the shelter I went to, or I used to be where you were. Here's where you can get some free food. Because otherwise, you're going to find yourself living at somebody's institution. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Boatwright.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Just calling 2021 CR 0765W, State of Texas versus Kathleen Segovia. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
Bob Hicks, representing Kathleen Segovia, Your Honor.
And are you Miss Segovia?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I see that a hearing was held by Judge Hall on August 29th. And defense, it's the court's understanding that you're asking for a oral motion for a new trial. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, there was an error made.
All right. Defense, do you have any objection to the oral motion for new trial?
No, Your Honor, but to be, just let me make sure I have the cause numbers right, because she pled on two MTRs and one of them is okay. We don't want to change one of them.
All right.
But on the other one, so I just want to make sure I have the right cause numbers. On the
0765W is correct.
0765W is the possession 1 to 4, is that right?
No.
Oh.
That's this.
This is the fraudulent use of possessing of identifying information.
Yes, Judge.
All right, any objections to the motion for new trial?
No, Judge.
All right, then the oral motion for new trial will be granted. Ms. Segovia, I'm going to show you what's entitled, motion to revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Kathleen Michelle Segovia who was placed on community supervision in 2021 CR 0765W for the offense of fraudulent use or possession of identifying information less than 5 items on January 29, 2021 for a term of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 17, on or about the 19th day of July, 2022 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Kathleen Michelle Segovia, did then and there fail to register for or attend a theft program 2 with the approved agency in violation of condition number 17.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State.
Your Honor, we waive the other violations alleged in the motion.
Any objections to the waivers?
Certainly not, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Segovia, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition 17, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 1 year in the state jail facility and up to $1,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition 17?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 17 true. Is there an agreement?
There is, Your Honor. We're asking that you both the defendant and sentence her to 180 days state jail. And I believe the defense would like to be heard on the time credit, Judge.
Okay. And defense, is that the agreement?
Yes, it is, Your Honor, and as of this morning, according to the clerk, she has 173 days credit.
All right, and probation, what is your recommendation?
Your Honor, the recommendation from probation is revocation at this time.
All right. Ms. Segovia, are you asking the court to follow this agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand if you could state your name for the record.
Kathleen Michelle Segovia.
All right, so Ms. Segovia, they've agreed to 180 days for you. And I want you to know that with 180 days in the state jail facility, even though you have 173 days or whatever your counsel is saying, you still may be transferred to the state jail facility. Do you understand? And I have no control over whether they transfer you at the state jail facility or whether they have you stay at the Bexar County Jail, but usually you get transferred and you will be released from there. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So knowing that, do you still wish the court to go along with this agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
And if the court goes along with this agreement and you ultimately will serve your sentence, what's going to be different?
Myself, ma'am.
All right, what arrangements have you made to do better and for me or some other judge not to see you before them anymore?
Well, first of all, I've done, my domestic violence relationship is my domestic violence relationship is non void anymore. My other half has passed away, which kept me from a lot of things, from bruising and stuff, but, I've got, enrollment in school that for business management. It's pending once I come out. I was supposed to enroll, but ended up with the MTR. And just staying out of trouble, and I'm too old for this.
All right. And does anyone know about the restitution? Because I have here there was restitution of $57 and $350. $57 was to BCSO and the $350 was to Frost Bank. Has any of that been paid?
Your Honor, no funds were sent for restitution.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else?
No, but in answer to your question about what's going to keep her away from you, she does have 3 years to do in the Texas Department of Corrections when she finishes the case.
All right. And what cause number is that?
It is 2020 CR 2613.
All right.
We'd appreciate it if you found the sentences to the comment.
Thank you. All right. The court will grant the motion, sentence you to 1 year. I'm sorry, 180 days in the state jail facility. Give you credit for any time served. This is to run concurrent with 2020 CR 2613. There's to be restitution of $57 to BCSO and $350 to Frost Bank. And there's to be no contact with Jason Haas, Haase. Is there anything else from either side with regards to sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement. Because I followed your plea bargain agreement and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. My understanding from both parties is that you are also going to TDC. I don't know your entire criminal history, but I do know if you're going to TDC, what that means is if you come back on another case, depending on what you may be charged with, that means that you would potentially be a repeater. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And with repeaters, what that means is whatever felony you pick up, whatever that range of punishment is, possibly with the exception of a state jail felony, it bumps it up 1 degree. So if you were charged with a 3rd-degree felony, the range of punishment is 2 to 10 years. But if you're charged as a repeater, that means that it's going to be 2 to 20. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you. Do better.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mr. Hicks.
May I be excused?
Yes. All right, Mr. Romero, I'm going to show you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, we're proceeding on count 1 alone. We're waiving count 2 and we're waiving the enhancement.
Any objection?
No objections, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Romero, I'm going to show you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of unlawfully carrying a weapon with a felony conviction as a 2nd-degree felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did your counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor, it was.
Mr. Herrera, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, state is proceeding on count 1, waiving count 2 in the enhancement. Punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There are no applications. They were taken into consideration 2023 CR 5120, JN 2135547, County Court 14, cause number 713720. And there's to be restitution, if any, payable to Juliana V, as in Victor Ferreira, and JN 2135547. Did you understand that to be the plea?
I'm being, no, I don't, I thought the robbery getting dropped.
It's being taken in consideration,
Yes, Your Honor.
but they're still requesting that you pay restitution to the person in that cause number, even though the case is being taken in consideration.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
It is, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of repeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, state is requesting that you have no contact with Juliana V. Barrera. Did you understand that's a recommendation from the state and the court does not have to follow that recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to count one in the indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No content.
State any evidence
Yes, Your Honor. State Exhibit number 1 with office attachment.
No objection, Your Honor.
showing you what's entitled waiving consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Just that we all ask the court to follow the agreement we have with the state, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say, Mr. Romero?
No, ma'am.
All right, the court will find you guilty, sentence you to 10 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. Take in consideration 2023 CR 5120, JN number 2135547, 713720, restitution, if any, and no contact with Juliana V. Barrera, and JN number 2135547. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
I'm showing you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. How old are you?
23.
23. Do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
All right, that's good. So I know 10 years is a long time, and it's a long time whether you're 50 or 60 or whatever. But you need to use that time wisely. Don't become institutionalized and figure out how you ended up where you are.
Okay.
And you need to make improvements to yourself. If there's a drug or alcohol issue involved, take care of it. If there's an issue where maybe you feel like you didn't have the best of parents, at some point in time, you can no longer blame your parents. So if you don't change your ways, what's going to end up happening is the worst case scenario, you end up dying because you're involved in things you shouldn't be involved in. Or another worst case scenario, you end up spending the majority of your life in prison. Don't be the oldest person at the prison. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, okay? So the last time we were here, I think you all had worked out something and.
Can I review what's going on so far?
Yes.
The last time we came, he had gotten taken into custody, but the bondsman got back on and you allowed him to report by Zoom.
Yes.
It just so happened that Judge Angelini was on the bench and it kind of went haywire, but he gave us a reset.
Okay.
Mr. McMillan went down, and the agreement that I have with the state is if he signs for registration, they will dismiss.
Mhm.
He went down to sign, and they want him to sign within a window of his birthday. A little bit before, a little bit after. They wouldn't.
30 days before my birthday or 30 days after your birthday.
And his birthday is October 29th.
28th.
28th, excuse me, sir.
The state has no objection to a reset so that he can go ahead and register within that window, and then we'll go ahead and dismiss the case. Once he does that.
Okay. But I understand that they're doing that, but then he's not registered. I don't understand why they are making, I believe what you're saying to be true, but it really doesn't make any sense to me that someone's supposed to be registered and they're not registered, and then they go down to try to register and they say, oh no, 30 days.
The
So,
sister flew down to help him do all that. I've been in constant contact with his sister that came down.
so what, so they're just letting him wander about?
What about?
No, I'm speaking about the person he's supposed to register with.
I'm in agreement with you, Your Honor. I was surprised when they said that. We jumped over some hoops. I mean, you're out of Michigan, right? Yeah. Yeah. And
So counsel, is there any way you can call, where he's supposed to register at and call them and see if they can give you
can
some?
probation help them out? I mean, if they say, hey, we need to get this guy to register, that would.
I don't know. You can discuss it. Well, he's not on probation though.
Correct.
So there's really nothing that's not in their purview. So if you can call the agency and tell them, get him some sort of documentation. Because I mean, to me, I understand with the birthday and when you're supposed to register as it relates to your birthday, but it makes no sense to me that he's out around and he's trying to register and they're saying, no, you need to come back on this specific date. So is there anybody you can call? And if they want me to call them, I will call them and say, hey, why do we just have somebody walking around who's trying to get registered and you're telling them come back on another day? Because honestly,
I can't believe we went all the way down there and wouldn't let him register.
yeah. So is there a number?
You have a phone number of, I know I called down to get, they said he did sign in, but they couldn't release that to me. On a different client, I had to do an open records request to show that he went down to register and they wouldn't let him register. So I guess I can do the same thing with this one.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
According to what the guy told me, he said either 30 days before your birthday or 30 days after.
Oh, no. I believe what you're saying. I believe it's true. But to me, that red tape makes no sense because then we have somebody walking around who's trying to register and it's against the law for them not to register. And you're not letting them register saying it can happen in 30 days. So is there anyone who can call the location where he's supposed to register and talk to them and tell them to give him some documentation?
Do we know of anybody down there? Who'd your sister talk to?
What location did you try to register at?
Here,
No. I mean,
my sister,
physical location.
I registered here, and then when I was in Michigan.
No, when you say here, where is here?
Texas here.
Where does she
No.
want you to go?
There, huh?
She wants the location.
No, here in Bear County. Were you at HEB? Where were you?
That's on 9th Street, 9th Street.
Okay.
9th.
I've had some clients who've had trouble registering with that same thing on 9th Street. So is there a phone number?
For me, or 9th Street?
For the 9th Street?
9th Street, you don't have it?
All right, so counsel, I just Googled, here's a number. If you would call them, because let's solve this problem today instead of having him constantly having to come back down here. And maybe if they do something where even if they're not going to accept his registration, give him a piece of paper or something showing that he came in and this is the number. And then just let the court know. And if I need to help facilitate that and nobody has any objection to me help facilitating that, then I will do that.
Thank you.
All right. So we're going to try to get this problem solved today so you don't have to come back down here.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right. You're welcome.
Thank you, Jake. We'll be excused for right now.
Yes. Court is calling 2023 CR 4419 State of Texas versus Amanda Christian. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Rupert Herrera for the state.
Defense.
Grammar for Ms. Kristan.
And are you Ms. Christin? Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Christin, I'm showing you what's entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes.
Showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
Ms. Christin, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon? That is a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
She does.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
She is.
Ms. Christian, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, punishments be assessed at a cap of 6 years in the prison. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. The state is silent on your application. This is to run concurrent with 2023 CR 4420.
Your Honor, that should be, it might have been a mistake on my end. It should be, that second case number should be taken into consideration.
That is correct, Judge. And I did admonish her that would be dismissed at the sentencing. I did not notice that it said concurrent. My bad.
Then this will run, then what will be taken into consideration is 2023 CR 4420. There's to be an affirmative finding of family violence, no contact with Enrique Amuda and Rosa Amuda. Could y'all initial, please? Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Yes.
Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense is at the plea?
Yes, Judge.
State is at the plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph, did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
There's not.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty. No contest. No contest, ma'am.
State, any evidence?
State offers State's Exhibit 1 and all of its attachments.
No objection.
Showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review this with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, I'm sorry, just one moment. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding you guilty as you've applied for deferred adjudication. This will be set for sentencing on November 9th. Is there any need for top evaluation?
I honestly do not believe so, Judge. I don't think that that's ever been an issue with her.
Okay. Mental health issues? Okay. All right, probation is just a PSI, no tap. All right, is there anything else?
There's not, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Maybe we'll be excused and I'll
just
have her
one-
talk to
yes.
probation.
You'll speak with probation, and I will base my decision on November 9th based upon the PSI report that I received and any other information that's presented to me, okay?
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. Court is calling 2023 CR 3446, State of Texas versus John Anthony Rodriguez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense?
Brandon Lopez from Mr. Rodriguez.
Are you John Anthony Rodriguez?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
We have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Rodriguez, I'm showing you what's entitled applications for deferred adjudication. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, I'm going to show you what's entitled court admonishments and defendants waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with burglary of a building with intent to commit theft? Normally, that's a state jail felony.
Yes, ma'am.
However, they're proceeding on a habitual status. So your range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that the court would grant your application for deferred adjudication if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked? The court could find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Judge.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Rodriguez, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
The court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 9 years in prison. The state is silent on your application. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
It is, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And with regards to the allegations and the enhancement, how do you plead to both allegations, true or not true?
True.
State, any evidence to support the plea?
Yes, Your Honor, state exhibit number 1, findings attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports and judgments, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states, exhibits, and attachments and review the same. After reviewing states, exhibits, and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding you guilty as you apply for deferred adjudication. The court will find the enhancements true based upon your plea are true and based upon states, exhibits, and attachments. Your PSI date will be on November 9th. I'll base my decision on your application based upon any evidence that's presented to me in that report, and we'll do a TAP evaluation.
And Your Honor, I don't want to delay sentencing, but mental health evaluation, would that delay?
No.
I just think, I don't think it affects his competency, Your Honor, but I think it has bearing on sentencing.
All right, we'll do a make evaluation as well. All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Rodriguez.
Yes, ma'am.
It appears that you have a major drug problem. So between now and your sentencing, it would probably be best for you to make sure you do NA meetings or do something so that we don't read about you on the news. Because I read in the police report where you were trying to swallow balloons. That's not good. You understand?
And, yeah, it's off the record, but,
Yes.
he did do 45 days inpatient lifetime, and I'll bring evidence about, he's currently at Center for Healthcare Services doing weekly.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
All right, thank you. They'll give you a reset form and if you'll speak to probation.
After reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Can we proceed with sentencing? Yes, Your Honor. And just like that, the hammer of justice swings swiftly for both defendants. One young woman learns the hard way that a year and a half of wild choices leads straight to a 5-year prison sentence, while the next case wraps up in the blink of an eye. Justice does not always wait around, and when the court decides your time is up, it moves fast. Let me know in the comments if you think the judge made the right calls today.